There's the cairn of the Mouth of Infinity, which was Fisherman Lake, was it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is
Which
where.
there was some sort of discussion over its ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which I think the one fisherman guy, I forget his name.
Granag.
Granak.
He's the one that did the ritual for us for the cleansing.
He's like a one-man sept or something, taking care of the cairn, and the rest of the sept at, where are we?
We're at Red Rock right now.
We're at Red Rock, yes.
Okay. So yeah, the sept at Red Rock was debating whether they should take it from him or let him keep being a one-man sept.
Oh no, they decided that they would a pack from somewhere of the survivors from the heart of the forest were gonna go take his cairn from him.
Yes, and he was saying some things about his I forget how is it called? Oh my god.
Bonors.
His tribe? Mm-hmm. Yes, about Bonors. He was like, Bonors are a curse and there is their fault what happened to the heart of the forest. And we realize that we have to speak with the rat to find out what exactly is going on.
Oh yeah, Luke was about to fight somebody, wasn't he?
Yes, this guy. This guy that claims wants to claim from the other.
Okay. So Alec is meant to be to challenge, and was you challenge. You want to protect Granag, yeah? You're championing Granag's cause against.
That's Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas.
That's Lucas.
Lucas, yeah. Lucas is championing Granag's cause against Marked by Destiny, who is a Lupus Haroun Red Talon, member of another cairn. It's a member of another cairn.
Aggressive.
The Mark of Destiny.
Stereotypical, most aggressive.
Yeah.
Werewolf.
Absolutely.
Had to pick a fight with the werewolfiest werewolf in the cairn.
Whoever werewolf, yeah.
So this guy said that I have not and will never ever forget how treacherous and manipulative. Oh, what? 1 second. Marked by Destiny. Ah non, c'est pas Red Rock, it's the Cliff of Sorrow. It's from the Cliff of Sorrow cairn. Yeah, this guy, Marked by Destiny, was part of the last sept of the Heart of the Forest. This is the story he said. That's his quote here. So Marked by Destiny, have not and will never ever forget how treacherous and manipulative, how reckless and stupid the bone knowers have been around here. How the heart of the forest was lost due to one of them whose name I shall not stain your ears with. How we, of the sept of the eternal Bison, lost an entire pack due to yet another bone knower's folly. Let's not have history repeat itself. Yes?
No, yes, that's exactly what he said, yes.
Let's not have history repeat itself, but let us prevent the worst from happening while we still can. It is time to dislodge Granag from that entrenchment and self-declared ownership of the Mouth of Infinity. That cairn is too important for Puszcza to be left to hands like this. As I am too old to duel him, snout here. Pose mother's get of Wolf Haroun will champion my cause. Okay. You, so Alec, you will have a duel with Marked by Destiny, but Marked by Destiny is if
Lucas.
if Lucas.
Was it-
No.
Yeah, I have another duel later with
Yes.
some other guy.
Oh yeah,
so
who did you pick a fight with?
Some shit talker guy.
The ugly guy. The ugly guy. You fight the ugly guy in favor of the keeper, the lady that she's here. What's her name?
The lady in charge of Red
Ophelia.
Rock.
Mhm.
Yes.
Who's
Okay. Alec is championing Ophelia, and Luca is championing Granak. Yeah. Okay. Shit. Because I have another guy challenging Alec. Maybe it's come later. I think because there will be some, stuff happened during the whole day that you spend one day, one night there. You spend the second day. I think we'll jump on the second night, in fact, when they send you in the cave for the rite of initiation. Right? The day passed, you had met like various figures of the forest who come from different septs. There is a few names, a few figures, possibly the kind of, pretty much, I guess, the feeling you get when you're a young werewolf and you're introduced to that crowd. It's populous and intricate. It's like too many scents, too many information and subplots, and I think it's very dynamic and fast environment, and for newcomers, it could be, I don't know how that leaves you, but sometimes you just let yourself go, like you're sitting on a train and you look at so many things pass, but in fact you don't really interact.
Yes, and if I remember correctly, the one that challenges Ophelia, the other lady werewolf, she wanted to harvest Bison's power and to start a war.
Yeah,
some like a Bane encampment or army somewhere that she wants to attack.
yeah,
That's why she's trying to take the lead and everything.
yeah. There is a problem in Chernobyl, and it ripples up to a close cairn, Majdaga Lake cairn, where Alex's father used to be. And Moira wants to take control of the Red Rock Sept, wake up the Bison, and bring it to war. Something, there is a some kind of fountain of wilderness, of wild. She wants to open again some kind of passage, bridge, rift, whatever, to go contest the Bane invasion, coming from Chernobyl.
Yes. And we were talking about that we're going to go into the cave and give our name to the Bison, and we're going to talk to him about the current events.
Precisely. Very good.
All right.
So they make a file, the two rows of everything but Krynos, basically. Less ISPO, a lot of lupuses, some hermits and glabros, but mostly lupuses, and they make you have to go in that hole.
Where did we write the names? Okay. Yeah.
My camera froze. Gonna reload that. So with you is what's his name? Your Arun Lupus. Your Johan.
Johan.
Johan is part of the pact. Yagel. Yagel is never far. It's been in the body of Grandfather Wolf during the past day and accompanying Alec. So he'll come. The idea is you guys will be invited to enter the grotto again and go in the Umbra through the pond, through the reflection given by this small circular pond underground. There is a water pond there. And it's lit with, just rush lights and candles. And I guess there are beasts there. There are wolves there. There are glabros, inscriptions on the cave walls and all that. And that pond reflects the light. And Alina went through it already. At this time, when you pass through, you let your consciousness just slip from one physical body to your spiritual self, and up you transform into that spirit. Yes. You, as a pack, you find yourself in, those sensory, what's the name? Those bathe.
Deprivation.
Yeah. You're in, you're suspended in a womb, and it, the weird, of course, stretching of your referrals, your references, time and space, all that starts to sort of like be loose, let loose, and things expand, and you rest in a void. You're all suspended. Like in a bowl, forming in a bowl. And the comfort, the ease, the release in the fibers of your... what are you? Are you someone or are you an experience? Are you based or are you a reflection? And you lose the need for answers and you let yourself drift. And there you're faced each individually with a single vision that the others are not aware of. Although you don't need to be alone in this vision, you can be accompanied by your peers. And you see yourself repeating the same mistake again and again. Until now. I want you to think about that. What is it that you kept? doing. And that, why did that thing turn on itself? Why did you keep repeating that same mistake? Because it was, what is that sense? Because now you have the sense that it's a mistake. Now your mind just dissociate from that thing, and each of your character, each of you, Alina, Victor, Alec, and Lucas, you'll be approached by a spirit coming from far deep in the Umbra. Spirit that touches on you a few in very special places, like the one you are now, a glen. Sparks will come and visit you. They look like, dancing balls of lights, sparkling, diddling, doodling in space. And you're suspended in that void, and each of you is touched by that spark. That spark tells you why you've been doing what you did, and how you could get over it, and what's past that. You've got it, guys? Your turn. It's just a free, it's for free. It's to mark the point, to make a point and say, okay, we are just about to enter in rite of initiation. We'll enter a new chapter in the campaign. We want to be macro a little bit. Remember, not be macro, but it's a comma in a long sentence. Now we want to decide. You want to decide for yourself what is your character now overcoming of his old self and letting go of.
So we're experiencing a vision and visited by a spirit of some kind that's helping us move on from something?
Yeah, you want to focus, the thing you want to focus first and foremost is, what is that mistake you've kept repeating until now? And when you have that chiseled, then you have the spark coming, and the shift, the flip.
New Year's resolution for werewolves.
So that could be a mistake you've repeated, like as a werewolf, could be a mistake you've repeated before your first change. It could be something that overlaps.
I think thinking back on as Victor is suspended in this void in his thoughts, alone with the comforting presence, I think he reflects on everything that's happened so far. The previous cairn, the Ispo wolf in the tunnel, the people in the alleyways of Berlin, the packs of werewolves that came and fought each other over the truck full of wolves, the hunters, the other cairn that put the wolves and the older woman and the girl at risk. I think Victor comes to the realization that he's too fucking nice. And he needs to start stepping up and making a stand, not being such a wimp and letting people attack all the time. He's always been trying to talk first, and where has that gotten him? So I think that's what he wants to leave behind, the fear.
So the spark that comes, like, makes him understand that he needs to be ready, he needs to be proactive, he needs to have a plan once, and or is it just like an instinctive kind of like?
I think it's a call to action.
Yeah. Okay. Someone else had a vision?
Lena will did overcame something big the last few weeks, and I think that she sees clearly now how she did it and how she needs to keep doing it from now on. For many years, she dodged most of the problems that she had, her father, her difficulty of growing up without a mother, and always being so aloof and trying to be rebellious. But she needs to stop being that aloof. And since she started to take some stuff more serious, things are getting done. So after her transformation and things that she experienced, she took her life on her own hands and found the strength to take her father out of the house, making a step forward. So she needs to start taking things more serious and try to relocate her aloofness in other points of her daily life to decompress, but start to be more serious with matters that require to be more serious.
You know, guys, that Victor is what, 18? No, 20? Alina is 17,
21.
21 and 17. You're pretty ahead of your... Took me a generation later to understand what you just did. Those are pretty serious defining.
We think that we just did it.
That's
We
right.
think
Yeah,
that we
it's just
just did it.
the next hill.
I don't know about you guys, but many times in my life, I thought I'd grow up, but I didn't.
Thank you. Yeah.
I said, this never again, but kept doing it anyways. So, yeah.
There's always the next hill. Yeah, always. Very good. Okay.
I think Lucas realizes that he's basically a liar. And he's not always happy-go-lucky. And that's just a front that he's always put on as long as he can remember. And the realization comes that it's okay to not be okay.
Hmm. And what does that open onto toward?
I think deep down it would be more trusting, to trust people, especially his new pack, in his actual emotional state, as opposed to, oh yeah, everything's great. Why are we doing this? Let's go over here. Yeah, it's going to be fine. And maybe it's not fine. Maybe things aren't okay. And, letting that be known is not necessarily a bad thing.
Powerful. When
I think
yeah, I just want to make a quick comment on
that's it.
the power of a quick comment before, please, on power of peace, which is often confounded for death and inertia. You think if you don't step in, interfere, get things in your hand, they won't go your way. But when you let go of peace and you say it's okay not to be okay, in fact, that sets that reopens the field of action. You're free to do again. All right, nice. Yes, Alec.
I think Alec is perfect the way he is. I think he just puts his fingers in his ears and goes nah, and just keeps on walking forward.
Nice.
So he misses the.
Silver Fang, hoorah.
He
refuses to grow as a person.
Okay. Of course. When is he going to learn?
Awesome.
So the rite of initiation.
Awesome.
So you totally
Really? Wow.
in total integrity. That's it. Yeah. Integrity. No split.
I think he just he is who he is.
And still, there is a spirit from far deep in the Umbra that came named the Spark, and that maybe it doesn't find resonance with you. Maybe that thing just passes you, or you just bubble it like poof, and your hero's journey leads. You're focused on something much more, I don't know, epic. I don't know. What's the path ahead? Yeah, for Alec. What path does he see? Where is he so proudly erected towards?
I don't know.
You want to meet the king?
I think he maybe he wants to be the king.
That means yeah. Okay, I'll give you his phone number.
Please don't challenge. Please don't challenge Albrecht. You're gonna get your ass whooped.
Oh, well, he
I will
refuses
not help
to
you.
use the crown, so he can't mind control me.
We have the stats for Jonas, yeah, Albrecht. We have the stats from V20 or something.
Okay, the path of death.
I am sure they're out.
He's 14. He's not supposed to grow as a person just yet.
Yes, he does eventually. A little bit.
The okay, no, I like it anyway. Cool. So his father failed. His father failed. He was led. He had to. The father was led astray on a detour. It's not Alex's problem. Alex is here to make sure things are remaining tracked. Yeah, on track. What's with your
I think
father?
it's also. I think it's also Alec. Even just a few months ago, at this point, I guess when the campaign started in this world, really hated his father for who he was and what he did to him. And now as time's going by, he went under the first change and all this happened to him. He's slowly, almost becoming his father, relating to him those goals that are like over the years he was with him that he resisted when his father was trying to teach him them. He's like taking them in, making them his goals, and sort of drinking the Silver Fang Kool-Aid almost.
Mm.
It also like some like tragic irony because like his mom was trying to steal him away from his dad so he didn't become like his dad, and now he's becoming like his dad.
Nice. We'll take a break in a minute for the end of that paragraph. You guys, I'll have to think what Johan is going through. I think it's something to do, Johan, you could help me as well on this one. The lupus spawn. Polish wolf.
He had no
Maroon.
trust in the spirits
He had no trust in
all
spirits.
this time. Yes,
Maybe
and I
there's
was
something
trying to convince
shifting there.
have a little bit of faith.
Maybe remember the talk he had with Alina as well. Maybe Yagel taking possession of the body of his father, grandfather wolf. All that makes maybe for a couple like nudges. So he could maybe have a revelation about his dual nature and part physical, part spiritual, part human, part wolf. And but I don't know how they will fuse there will, I don't know, something is going wrong. Something will go wrong. I think he will have a bad trip.
Oh no.
I don't know under which
No.
influence he is. Or maybe he met a greater spirit and he didn't talk about it. Maybe he's hiding something. I don't know. I want this character to be a bit, on the tangent. Something, an opening for later scenarios maybe. But you're not really at this point when you had this very experience, this very moment. You're not aware of that, of each other's private revelation steps. But you somewhat wake up all on an invisible ground, coved in darkness, and there is a gate in space and time in front of you, and a wind comes out of that gate, charged with a spice, scents, perfumes. There is an encyclopedia of knowledge blowing through that doorway and hanging in the void straight into your face. Your fur, your clothes, everything is just flowing. And the ground and the space around the gate, and now the ceiling, it seemed. Was there a ceiling before? All is covered in spiderweb, cobweb, dust, filaments. And that thing creates a membrane on along the gate, across the gate. That has holes in it, and parts of it is just like bits is going with the wind, but the thing is sort of tightening itself across the this gully, yeah, where the wind is funneled, and more of that substance, weavery mesh is forming, and some of them tendrils are reaching out to you as you approach the area. All right, let's take a little break. You guys had a breather with your own existence and came back refreshed, rebooted, apart from Alec. And I guess there is a glint of that spark in your eyes when you guys reconnect, and that's what makes that's what we start the scene with. Like, it's that connivance. Connivance? Is this a word? When you know that he knows that you know. you know. I know that you know that
everybody knows that we know.
I know that you know that I know that you know. It's this sort of like and it fits in kind of like the pack wolf, wolf pack, yeah. This kind of sense of did you feel that? Did you feel that too? And you see it in the sparks of the eyes of your comrades, that they went through a similar experience in that just what happened. You just exit that same sort of, and you stumble upon each other. Hello.
And there is a gate with energy, right?
And that gate is standing in front of you, yeah. And your hand goes, never again. Whatever that was, never again.
It
Never
was the
take
best
a-
experience of my life. What did you mean?
Never having a bath anymore.
That was your vision? Having a bath?
Yeah, something tried to clean me of what I am, what I truly am. I'm not letting go. The Wyld is calling me, but that scent now is attached to me.
You see it very differently. It's not trying to wash anything, just trying to help you embrace what you really are and be the better version of yourself, Johan. You have to listen to this calling. It will only do you good.
And see only one meaning to the weapon we've become. Apocalypse. And we are the reason for it. This is what Gaia wants. And I'm not getting tamed. I'm going to rage.
No, we're going to stop the apocalypse from ever happening.
We are the true
It's not upon us
apocalypse.
yet. No, it's too depressing to believe.
You know what,
Just make sure
Alina?
not to go too far.
Oh, but she was right. She said the spiritual world is as real as the roots in the forest. I can tell you more. There are greater spirits out there. In their rage to protect the wild.
Like the one we're gonna meet now.
Yes. And we better show our best. Convince him we're worth it. You hear me?
I'm sure you.
We're back.
Yes, calm down.
Remind me never to give you a bath.
Will do.
So, the gate.
What do you think is behind it?
Bison is waiting for us.
Or another trial.
He is the ultimate trial.
Well, whatever it is, we have to face it, so might as well get it over with.
You think one day we'll be done with the trials? Or is that our life now? Just one trial after another?
That's our life now.
That was our life before. All lives are like that. Trials and challenges that you should always overcome. How is that makes you a better or a worse person? But the fight is always there. Oh, I turned so wise.
That was pretty good, Elena. Good.
This is my calling now. Okay, who go past the gate first?
I'll go first.
You will not do the best impressions of the Bison, but whatever.
Why don't I go first? Or you start challenging Bison to a fight or something.
Yes, Victor, go.
Okay.
Me?
I'm gonna approach the gate.
I'm right behind you.
With a glance and a point back at both Alec and Lucas, the instigators, with just a simple word, behave.
Look at it, like...
I've never instigated. I've actually been pretty reasonable.
Oh,
Are we forgetting Elena picked a fight with the most stereotypical werewolf ever, and when that guy tried to say like, "Are you gonna fight me?" She pushed Lucas forward and said he will.
It was the right thing to do. Lucas will fight for the honor of his blood.
Uh-huh.
His blood.
And he will prevail.
I looked to Elena. You behave too, and don't go jumping into any random pools of water, please.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. I follow your steps. And you see, I'm literally behind you.
Okay.
You turn, I turn.
You approach that gateway, Victor.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The wind coming blows into your face. And you're in hermit form, I presume? Everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Johan will be shifting in lupus. Just because. And you see nothing beyond. It turns into a blinding light, as if you were walking towards the sun that reflects itself on an iced lake, and blows towards you, and you hardly making any progress against that current. And to top it up, as you can't smell too many information at once, the wind blows against you. It whirls in your ears. Your drums are numb and dumb, deaf. Those filaments, the threads, the cobweb, start to behave in motion and stick onto your skin. And you're trying to pass through, and you're nearly managing to pull your knee or your leg forward and break a few of those filaments. That thing lets you sort of go in, but you're going in with a tail, like those gala dress, you have your this cobweb Bjork fashion behind you, you know what I mean? And you enter that world. It's like the tundra, right? It's the tundra. It's burnt, low bushes, gnarled trees, burnt mosses and tufts of grass surviving between barrens, rocky barrens, and the whole thing is crystallized in frost. And the more you go in, you realize that the vegetation, the grass, is made of fur. One after the other, you enter that world, glued, trying to pull through, and stretching behind you that tail of this net. Near action, I can go into more detail.
I'm tempted to try Glabro, but I'm sitting at rage 1.
50-50. And you lose the wolf. Then you can howl.
Yeah. Do I see the moon anywhere if I look up and around?
That's a good
Do I see
question. You
Luna?
said it was the full moon, huh?
A good Song of Rage.
Yeah, there is a big moon. Cold moon,
That could work. How is everybody else's rage? Because that affects everyone's rage.
Oh, I'm at 4.
How about 2?
Oh, then maybe we don't.
Why, you don't want to see a frenzy happen?
Here, no.
Are we?
Locust form.
Addie, could you remind me? Are we physically in the Umbra? Did we write a passage over, or are we having a group vision?
You're physically in the Umbra.
Are we physically here? Or is okay? Well, then I'm not gonna risk it because I don't want to get stuck here. I'm gonna remain in Hamid form, but I do perhaps angrily try and yank the cobwebs and such off of me. Not gonna let it just happen.
All right. I think multiple things will add to each other. The cobweb will not only impair your movement, but the filaments will begin to enter your nervous system. And you'll hear that song, this humming song, the one song. Alina, you recognize it immediately. You heard it first most distinctly coming from through the big spider that hangs on atop the heart of the forest. That spider is connected to that arching canopy that hangs over the forest, and it reverberates that one. It's called the one song. And it's the weaver. You know, it's the weaver. You know what I mean? It's the constant. It's the matrix, sort of like. Without this very note, without this, I think this sort of, it's what hangs the one AI all together. It's the singular, not the singularity. I don't even know the meaning of this word singularity. But, if there is this song, is the one, it's the big brother. It's big brother.
I will.
Yeah.
I will turn on lupus form, and I will start crawling down in the patches of grass, trying to get it off my fur, like rolling.
Okay.
How animals do.
Right.
And if it works, I don't know.
How Lucas and Alec are going through that first, their first steps? Nothing special. So, I say, yeah.
I was thinking, trying to just force his way through, but then maybe just trying to visualize moving through instead of trying to do it physically. Experimenting since we're in the Umbra.
Okay.
Clever.
It's weird because that thing catches you off guard, and it awaits in a corner of your mind that you thought you could retrieve into, and through it at the speed it traverses your nervous system, and you hear yourself, you feel yourself already singing, humming that song. And can't remember really what your name was. For a moment, you have a little like in your sort of system, like a really short power surge, sort of. Just the time you need to insert to hack a virus in or something, Camera's back in, but the reel is turning on itself or something. You have the weird feeling that you've been hacked. As in, could someone have taken a copy of your conscious of yourself? Yeah, Alec.
I have a question. How much distance is there of the cobweb path, until we get clear of the cobwebs?
I don't know. Do you want a distance in meter, in time? I don't know. I imagine, I don't know, maybe 50 meters or 12 meters. I don't know. maybe 5 kilometers. I don't know, because there will be like parts of it that you will eventually rip it off, the main of it, those robes, those cloaks.
I was thinking, how much is that in freedom units?
But
In what?
in freedom,
For freedom units? Yeah, freedom units.
Speaking of freedom, what is this?
Like feet and inches.
How the hell we should know? Man.
zero freedom, zero.
Zero freedom.
Zero.
All right, so I'm gonna go into Krynos.
Fuck.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot the Krynos. All right, and if I leave at the end of my turn, I won't take a willpower damage because I immediately exit. So I'm taking like a straight like burst, like through.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there
I
is a
see.
hole at the end. You fall
Yeah.
in the hole.
Oh,
Like
nice.
tactical Krynos.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Nice. Tactical
And
crime.
then like when I get free, I'll Song of Rage because I'll probably lose a rage and I'll get everyone up one.
Okay. So I think that okay, but that will be one. I think you can make it happen in one round. You spend one willpower point for not killing anything in Krynos. You roll rage. You're good. No, that costs 1 or whatever. And you hear that you plunge through that netting. You feel as well. Feels those I don't know, those proteins, those enzymes, those particles, there is something micro. Is it nanotech? It feels like you've been injected with you've been, but that thing doesn't get the time to really reach to your core, and your Krynos form rages through that netting and go through. The others will also spend a point of willpower to go through it the way they described. So everyone has spent a point of willpower to cross that door, whatever way you want it.
Did we regain any willpower at the beginning of the session?
That's right, yeah. So composure or resolve, yeah. Regained in superficial, and one aggravated. I think we went through the resolving the aggravated last, because you resolve aggravated at the end.
I think so. All I had was superficial.
Yeah.
But go ahead and take one there.
To get aggravated willpower, you need really to do something dangerous. Right. Now it's you have your shredded cloaks of cobwebs dangling from your limbs. You don't really know what size you are. You don't know if you're not ice giants in that atop that geography. Expanses of tundra, faraway taigas. The tundra is a barren landscape. The taiga is a evergreen Siberian forest, not just northern. And that weird soil. It's frozen, but it moves like fur. It's cold, but it bursts with sense. and the currents in the air, and there was, I don't know, the gullies of hot air, cold air, cold air. Everything is loaded. Was the sense of generations of forest layers of humus piling on each other, billions of references about the lives of trillions of bacteria. Your sense of the wild becomes one with your sense of self. First, to pass those doors, you had to fight that radio frequencies that was trying to invade your brain and your nervous system. And now through that olfactory and all those senses being activated, this just avalanche of information, you're struggling just to keep your bare sense of center. You've entered a wilding. I still keep making the mistake. A wildling is an inhabitant of a wilding. A wildling is a wild spirit. The wilding is a place like an equivalent of Malfay for the worm, or it's a native bubble of the wild. And this one took the form of, the Mesopotamic or whatever era there was of ice ages in the world, and but at the same time there are those perfumes, the humus, all the life that is accumulating in the deposits, the layers under that crust, the seeds that wait. But all this potential is already released in there. So you have both, principles of the wild, I guess, in that place, where there is winter and spring, summer, and all those cycles of life in this timeless dimension. They are met at once by the senses of individualized senses that can't cope with the amount of information. So how do you cope to bring back your sense of self in front of that pure wilderness? Show you.
First thing that comes in my mind is that I need to focus and remember that every werewolf passes through that. So we are not the only ones that ever witness it. Oh, we can do it.
Cool.
I want to howl. I don't think we've announced our presence yet. And something seems to be interfering, as if almost like a network of security. And we might even just be walking on the spirit, for all I know, since the ground is made of fur. So no abilities, nothing major, just going to howl. Which might be a little awkward for Victor, being Ahmed form.
Nice. I think it echoes super far. It's met with the voices of nature. You could imagine there was a response amongst the, all the howls and the names already like flying in the air. There isn't much difference anymore between sound and scent. vision and touch. You've the feeling that you could will yourself whatever you want. And you're that howl. You shoot yourself, you jet through the atmosphere of this world. And you're met with one eye. Bigger than you. Like a house. And you're that howl committing like a comet. And you see that eye, gigantic, surrounded with fur. And it profiles itself. You see the head of the bison.
I think he's gonna mumble to himself, "What big eyes you have."
Victor, sorry, did you share this thought that you had seconds ago with us?
Which thought?
That we might be walking on the spirit itself.
He didn't say it out loud, but you might be able to pick up on how he looks to the ground and suddenly seems a bit more cautious and careful-footed, so as not to like be stomping on it or anything.
That thing.
So we're standing before.
The others are still walking across it. You shoot it off, and you're faced with that furry, curly, that curly fur forehead.
If I glance back, do I see them?
Yeah, I think they're somewhere on, I don't know, they're walking along its back or something. I don't know. Don't know how to imagine that. Where are you guys? Alec and Lucas.
I was gonna sing, if it's okay with everyone else, sing the Song of Rage.
Okay.
And Lucas is just kind of maybe closing his eyes, not necessarily fingers in the ears, but trying to drown out the noise to tone down the sensory overload.
Okay. And why the Song of Rage? To burst through the
I think just
the over information, the overload.
yeah, how he copes with seeing just like the raw nature.
I think your song as well makes you become the note, the sound, yeah, the noise, and you shoot and jet along, jet through space at Victor's side and find yourself facing the forehead of the bison. Similarly.
Oh, what big eyes you have.
That's what I said.
Yeah, they're so big.
So do we see do Victor is not here anymore, or
Yeah,
that part I lost?
I think what you saw is that they took off.
Can I see Victor? Can I see the eyes or not?
they start to howl, the two of them, and they just they blur and they shoot through space at the vitesse of sound.
Ah, okay. Victor, are you okay?
I think howling is the trick.
Trick for what?
Getting to the bison. He said, I howled and then I vanished and shot forward.
Yeah.
Right? So then it's me and Alec standing in front of the eye and Elena and Lucas back in the webs.
Yeah, if we saw them howl and take off, then okay, guess it's time to howl.
And Johan, what's he doing?
Follow?
Yeah, Johan howls. He knows the Song of Rage as well, I think. But you can sing it twice. You can have the effect twice. But he howls and takes off.
So which one?
Okay. The four of you fly towards that eye. It's just that the proportions are weirdly playing on you, and now you're approaching a gigantic eye surrounded with fur, and you can't really see the silhouette of an animal, you know. At that scale, it would be I don't know, 8 kilometers high, and you just know that if it's a mountain, it's alive, and its head is tilted towards you. You see one eye in the forehead.
So we still step on it?
No, I don't think so. I think you're...
Or we're hovering in the air?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to hug it.
Can we call out to it?
Yes. Yeah, I guess it's... What? It winks?
I
think he's about to begin and smell you. Sniff that humanness, and he won't revel in it. It's gonna be like, you know, there would be something like, ooh, not very wild. You have this big nostril that comes in.
Nostrils.
Yeah.
So can I hug it?
Yeah. You hug the big nostril.
I will. I'll be like, oh, great Bison, I know you're sick. We're here to help you.
Now let's roll.
Don't touch the wildlife, Elena.
Don't touch the wildlife. Don't feed the wild animals. Rule number 1: never feed a wild animal. Let's make a little roll. It's charisma, etiquette.
Some people still have their bonus dice from like last session.
Bonus dice? Bonus dice? What's that?
Remember when we arrived at the cairn, we did like a whole introduction, and you gave us I think it was like three +3 to any of our rolls that we want to do just one time.
Oh,
I can't remember what exactly it was, but I remember I used all mine once.
they
But I
had
don't know if
some.
anyone else used theirs.
They had something to do with the Garou Society, yeah, more, no?
Yes.
Mhm.
3 successes isn't bad. Cool.
It was etiquette charisma.
But for Alina, yeah, for now. You want to do
Okay.
something diceable?
Sure, I'll call out to it, but Victor's not a theurge, nor is he familiar with spirits so much, so he's a little awkward. Great, Bison spirit, we're here to see you. We are the East Berliners.
Only 2 of us are from East Berlin.
We agreed on a different name, Victor.
What did we agree on?
I can't find the chat.
Look
I was
at the
looking for
chat.
it.
It's here. Forest guys, is the chat on here on our video call. We said Forest Guardians.
Great,
I was
Bison
just-
spirit. We are the East
Bison
Berliners and Elena and Alex.
Disappointment. You are a disappointment.
I think Bisons have a sense of humor. I think he will chuckle.
Thank God. Thank God.
I think that will shove back Alina from, you know, you have this. And you will shove back. And when you're back in, you just took that wave, him laughing, and the scene is somewhere else. You're in a glade in the middle of the taiga. In a glade in the middle of the taiga, in front of a realistically sized bison. Interactable.
I walk my tape.
That thing is on the defensive. Yeah, like, Torero style when it's about to charge. But it's not in. It's in. It would be a reaction if you do something, to force it.
Wait, it's about to charge us?
No.
It's on the
Only if you do
defensive,
something stupid.
ready to bound. But not making an aggressive move. But
Lucas
Would
will
roll some kind of like
kneel
insight
down
roll?
very small.
both of you repeat one after the other.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you can go first.
Lucas kneels down and tries to be very small and doesn't look it in the eye.
Okay. What is it? Manipulation or composure and performance?
Manipulation performance. Let me try that and get to the right page here.
Does Lucas have animal ken? I can't remember.
Yeah,
No.
animal can.
Oh.
Sorry. Manipulation, animal can.
Okay.
And Alec, what was your action?
I'll see if I can roll like a insight roll, just to get like a vibe on like its attitude
Very good.
towards us.
Wits, insight.
It's
Okay, Lucas. Lucas, you make yourself so small that you think well, the thing is really lethal. You've really under the impression that it could stomp you instantly to death. And not only that, you don't know which part looks more terrifying. There are some like attributes to that beast. You see its tail just whipping through and clacking, you know, through the like a whip. You see its hooves just crushing the crust of the ground. Its fur just rippling, you know, like with as its breath goes through the horns, the forehead like an anvil. Everything in it is just demands submission. And you have a moment, you flinch, you think you're gonna piss. But you don't. And all goes, you become the statue, yeah? You become stone. So you're not seen as a threat. And 2 successes for the insight. If this is her homeland, this must as well be her prison. Something as you feel that, Alec, that she's her back to the wall, to a wall. She's her back. She has nowhere else to go. She's in power here. But is she really anywhere else?
I relay that information to everyone else.
Got it.
Alina will just, she's on the lupus form, she's gonna wag her tail and be playful like a dog.
Nice.
I glance to Alex as he explains what she's feeling. I see the Lucas remaining down and Elena getting playful. I'm going to not going to use Lupus because I feel like that would be as threatening as Hamid, if not more so. But I am going to get close and down. I do have Hair's Leap, so theoretically, if she does charge, I've got a 50-50 chance of pulling that off and jumping away.
Okay, so you make yourself small
Getting-
as well. Alina's
What is
trying-
Johan doing?
Johan is, I think he's playing it humble as well. He was just talking a moment ago about greater spirits, and this is one of them. And yeah, he doesn't make a big show. He's showing submission, heads down. Yeah. When you I think the submission sign, I remember now, and it's even in the Shattered Nation, and it's mentioned in another book on the wolves. They show their throat. They go on their back.
Mm-hmm.
They go on their back, and show their throat. So you're that voila. You're no threat. So, Alina, playful approach. Victor, Lucas, humble. And Alec?
Are you still in Krynos form?
No,
No.
I came out of that. I don't know. The funny part of me just wanted to go over and pet Johan, but I think I want to shift into. One second.
Yeah. I think you want to play. You will show leadership. Yeah. Is the personality of the pack, are they all on the same level, or is there actually one that stands above and is not going to show
Probably
to
saying
show
different.
the throat? I don't know if you heard, Robert. I remember that the wolves and werewolves to show submission, they present their throats. And fear to you know, guys, that fear that paralyzes you is a survival mechanism. Yeah, paralyzes to turn you into stone, to become motionless, immobile, invisible, because the eye recognizes movement. That's why you see better movement at the periphery, because snakes are at the periphery.
But did someone get turned into stone?
No.
No. We're just talking about survival instincts.
Oh well, I was gonna say I wanted to shift into Hispo and just like lay on the ground.
Okay, so show submissions there, basically. Yeah, or lay as ready to leap.
No, the lay is like just like a relaxing wolf, not like showing like the belly
cool.
or the neck, just
Okay.
like laying like a dog does.
Okay, I'm just there. Don't mind me. Okay. Awesome. Alina, that thing stomps the ground once, and the tremor from the ground and just rumbles to the you know, you are being you're stuck to the ground at this point. You can't leap and bounce just like you would like, you have liked to, but that thing that just stops that that nonsense. It still stands, ready to defend, to protect, ready to repel invaders. But the standoff at this point is so that there is this, I don't know, a great moment of appraisal, yeah? When you inspect someone, what's the name, you know? And a moment of suspension, where you know, when you take two wild beasts and you have to acclimate them for a while in two separate cages in the same room, then there's a process to acclimate two strangers together. And after a moment, you feel that the beast breathes more steadily and relaxed. And just the song of the forest winter comes back. And you're now basically six animals sharing that clearing. Big brown bison
Why? I know like why we're here, but like what was our like stated mission?
To get
was
the
like-
approval for initiation and recognize as a pact.
And get our claim on the heart of the forest, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, mostly that's the two
But
things.
it doesn't seem to understand us when we talk to it. So I don't know.
But you've not addressed it.
I did.
Very
I told
much.
you that we're here to. I told him that we're here to that it's sick and we're here to help heal itself. And I will because I'm in lupus form, so I don't know if it understands me either. So, but you know how the ears go back, and I will put a little cry when he stumbles and everything, and I'll be like, you don't have to defend yourself from us. We are here to defend you. Do your will, hear your wisdom, and let us prove our worth to you.
And he goes, "Oh, you're the little one." You hear his voice in your head. The others don't hear it. "Oh, you're the little one I saw standing near the house."
Yes, and since that time I saw you, I'm very frustrated and I'm trying to find a way to help you. We know the Weaver does some stuff in a caern, and his power is overgrown, and maybe that disturbs the balance. We know that people want to harness your power and start a war. We came here together as a pact for a claim to a caern to prove you that we are get your approval. But personally, I came here to tell me what to do. I'm gonna follow what you want and try to defend it as much as I can to the other side of this world.
And that voice you hear all in your head. This a pack. I'd need more of you. Like this is not all over already. More Garou, more problems for the forest. Rather keep cool here. Weaver's taking care of everything anyway. I'll be soon a play toy in a park. Wilderness. Here I have my national little protected wild park. Feels good. I'm in power here.
The gilded cage. If you give it up, then you already have lost.
The planet is good as gone.
That's not true. That's not true.
I see her. She's drifting. The Great Mother. She's losing it. That's why the Weaver is all over the place now.
Don't want to offend you, Great Bison, but you are not the only one who can see Great Mother, and she's still alive and she's still in need of our help, and we can still win this.
This is the last forest of Europe. I was born in it. I'll die with it. I'm down.
No, you cannot die.
Not yet.
What
The
are you
forest
anyway?
still needs you.
Oh yeah, you all need me. All for your little wars. You all want my what? All you want is my power.
No, you need us. No, you need us. We don't need you. You need us. You are in danger. You know it. And we can help you. I don't know about other Garou and what are you talking about. You've seen many. I haven't seen many. But these people here are good people. Look at Alec. Okay. You need us to help and save you. This is our purpose.
They want to
He
use
already
me.
he will fight against the people who want to use you. And I point at Alec because he's gonna fight Ophelia's challenger.
I'm gonna kill him.
And they will not harness your power. We will not let them. If that's what you want, we will defend you.
You worthless. You
We're worthless?
You worders.
Worthless?
Worders. Mouth full of words. You come with tactics and reasons.
No.
We haven't given up hope like you have.
Can't
We haven't
smell.
abandoned Gaia like you are.
You smell like dead leaves already. The current is
And you
going
smell
to
like failure.
sweep you away. Only a real pack will at least withstand half a generation, maybe. What good is that going to do? 50 years from now, this forest is no more.
No. This forest will be here. We went to the other world, the underworld, and came back. You tell us worthless?
And what have you changed there?
Stopped a portal from hell from being opened.
Oh yeah, and in hell, what's new?
The guardians awake, and now they're all together again because they were fighting each other. They trust again the Shadow Wolf.
You planted a
And
garden
they are-
in hell, yeah.
Why you are like that?
Nihilistic Bison. What the?
Because I can't get
All
out.
this round.
I can't fucking get out anymore.
Why
You
why
will.
can't you get out?
We will
The
free
Is the
you.
Weaver
webs.
keeping you here?
The webs.
The webs.
They've been.
We've seen it in the heart of the forest.
It's now reached that threshold. They've weakened the forest. The soul of the woods. I just can't. I can't rule there anymore. I was meant to protect.
Then let us do our job and tell us what to do.
And we will free you. Tell us how. It
That's what
must
we were
be a
made
way.
for.
I get it. You're tired. You've lost hope. You've spent yourself, haven't you? Trying to get out, trying to survive, trying
Well,
anything at all.
there is only an inside and an outside since the Weaver messed with it all. And he's my pain in the ass. The worm can corrupt whatever he wants. It still serves the purpose. But this Weaver thing, can't get over it or through it. It won't respond. It's evil next level. Without the intent, just the function. So, alright, let's make a deal. Chiminage, like they call it, the little ones. You always come with claims. I'll give you your name, whichever you want. You can have it. You can take what you claim is yours. You can have a territory in Puszcza and be back. Have a sept, make babies. shit wherever you want, or they allowed you to. But if you want those babies to thrive, babies of yours, they don't even turn werewolves. It's nonsense. Anyway, find the common thread. Find the one thread that goes through the one song. Find where it leads. There must be a knot of power. There must be a form of... I don't know. Must connect somewhere. There must be a supermind. There's something. There's something behind.
If there's this many webs, then there's got to be a spider creating it.
We found the spider.
Yeah,
we
the
know
heart of
what
force.
it is.
Oh, but there must be a bigger mother spider somewhere. I'm pretty sure. It's not just a couple that size.
So we have to go there and find the thread. Follow it. But don't lose hope. Bison, I've seen you. You are still of great power.
If we at least weaken it. Distract it. Whatever. Maybe I
So we'll
could
beat the
spare...
hell out of it.
I could spare a few hooves and stomps, and I could send a few calls, and my herds will stampede wherever you need them. What is your
Right?
current?
That sounds like a deal.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see then. You tell me. But until then, good luck.
I think we want to send them to the Mars Daga Lake Cairn. Is that it?
Ouais. Mm-hmm. Mars Daga. Oh yeah, there. What have you done there? Garou.
What
We haven't done
happened there?
anything.
It's a mess. It's so human tainted. They built a dam. They built a dam there. Yeah. It's not a lake anymore. It's a reservoir. Forget about the
So let's
scepter.
blow up the dam.
Hmm?
So let's blow up the dam.
Yeah. Like, for example, yeah. Stuff like that. Don't care how you deal with it. If that makes a difference, you may just go like, oh, go back. Because you know, the pits are endless, malfait, bottomless. And it's hard to catch the mind of the Weaver on the other side either. You guys are against next level foes, you know?
Worse than the Wyvern, the worm itself. Because the Weaver has an alien mind.
Well, we'll go investigate before blowing up dams and stuff.
I thought you wanted to be more aggressive, Victor.
Yeah, we should blow that dam anyways. I first time, but I agree with the kid.
Yeah,
Well, there's still an enemy army right there.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a once in a lifetime occasion. Who wouldn't want to blow up a dam? You know?
I mean, it doesn't have to be the
A
last
dam.
one.
Dam.
It's worth being aggressive towards the right thing.
The human
Has there ever
thing
been a
is
writer
the
target?
right thing.
And the Bison looks at your the shrap the drape, you know, the bits of cloak and shat. Those bits of thread that hangs on you. You smell like shit. You smell human.
Yeah, Johan does a shower, apparently.
He did just have a spirit bath.
We will make sure to do a cleanse. We have to do a cleanse.
I don't know about that. I think Johan, he literally said no more bats. So it's going to get violent if we try.
My clothes are clean.
Did you pee on them like I told you?
Something connects
They're not clean.
humans and the Weaver. I don't know what.
Humans and the Weaver,
They're not the same yet. Like an agent.
Do you remember what exactly happened at the heart of the forest, Bison, Great Bison?
Okay. Persuasion, manipulation. Persuasion.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Okay.
I have. Can we possibly make a charisma roll? Because I would have like 7 dice if we tried to do that.
I already rolled like 7 dice.
Can I give you the help action or like try to help you out?
She rolled 5 successes. It's plenty.
Fine. It's,
All right.
it's plenty.
The heart of the forest. Hmm. And it holds its name for a reason. It is that heart that is failing. Choked under the density of the web. But the one meant to guard it failed in their mission of late.
How exactly did they fail?
How did it involve the bone gnawers?
Everyone has lost confidence in the Garou reliability since then. The local courts of spirits just they're not looking back, not looking to get any Garou involved anymore. It's a fail. The heart has withered. The caern is nearly snuffed out. I'll tell you what I know. As long as you give me 5 minutes to read back my notes again. After the break we meet.
Bison.
I tell you everything, says the big bison.
It's okay, Bison. Take your time.
Please tell us everything.
I'm imagining the Bison turning around, like putting on his glasses to read notes.
I have them notes and they're fucking huge, and I'm like, wow, man, where was the essential? I never do a flash, sort of flash notes, you know, where you just have the. It's always like the big fucking block, the segment. I don't know. It's not digestible for a GM live.
Well, that and you don't always know what the party is gonna do.
That's right. Yeah.
I've had it before where I plan out like pages of notes, and then they're like, you know what? Let's talk to this other person.
Yeah. Oh, ouch. And it's those games. Yeah. Okay, but I'll take a couple minutes to read through that.
Yes, I'm gonna take a quick bio break as well.
Yeah. See you soon. What happened at the heart of the forest is typical of Garou mismanagement. Lupus and Hermit began fightings, and fought over against each other over which solution would be the best for the better of the forest. Some wanted to completely remove the human factor, and the Homid wanted more compromising solutions. We're looking for processes, step-by-step ways to implement, and they do humans. It's never here and now. Wasn't going to please the lupus community at the Sept at the time. Wasn't so long ago, 30 years or so. Anyway, they had other problems as well. They were at war with the next Sept, the caern nearby. At Saint, what do you call it, humans? Saint Maccabeus? The tier of the underworld. And that left the Sept of the heart of the forest leaderless, was killed during skirmishes between Septs. And that was it, Lupus and Homid, without a leader, facing each other. There was just disharmony. And one of yours took advantage of it all. A shaman goes by the name of Jacob. Streaked belly. His bone knower theurge tried to abuse the entire spirit court of the heart of the forest. Tried to force to stay there. As the whole court wanted to leave.
Again?
Hmm?
Can you say his name again?
Jacob. Streaked.
So it was his fault, not the board's fault.
Well, the fault of a Garou.
It's important information. I know it's politics and it's boring, but it's important information.
And
remember that.
The power of his magic, which he abused, he tricked the spirit into Chiminagay. They could not refuse, and they were forced to stay because of the disharmony. The heart just basically stopped to work and beat. The caern lost power, the gauntlet thickened, and you know what he did? To keep the place afloat, he summoned a weaver spider.
To try to fix it, but it didn't fix it. It made it worse.
Yeah.
He tried to fix his mistake.
This is why they hate. One of the reasons I heard the bone knowers are reputed for other exploits as well, but this is one of the reasons they're despised around there.
It was not her fault, though. She was tricked by this Jacob. So it's not her fault.
I mean, Rat. What does Rat do? You know, he deals. That's what it does. Deals, he accommodates, he finds, compromises. This isn't pure. I see you, and he looks at Lucas. Yeah, he faces Lucas. What'd you do?
Lucas is visibly agitated when he starts bad-mouthing Rat.
So Jacob was also bonered?
Bone knower, yeah.
Oh. So the mark of destiny is right. Oh. What he had to gain out of all of this? It's not right to judge every one of the actions of one, so. Okay, so he summoned it, so the thread must be somewhere there at the beginning of everything.
Were you still trapped before that happened, or did you start being trapped after that happened?
It didn't help. But there are various nodes across the forest where I can't reach anymore. And those places are just rotting roots. And the more of them spawn, the less leeway I have, the less space, the less help I can be.
The spider will not stop.
Yes. The only thing left is to confirm our pack's name and then a few legal trials. And
But we have to let the other Garou know, right? At least Ophelia, that it's probably she's in our side, and people
they
that
know. I think they already know because the survivors knew what happened. They
If you
just wouldn't tell.
remember, he said he will not tell to anyone. They should know, and they should know that Bison doesn't want to be harnessed or used to any war that this Moira, how you call her, wants. We have to
Bison.
let them know about the Weaver and what's going on with the forest.
Bison, if that Moira came here and tried to make a deal with you, the fully like harness your power, would you have taken it?
You don't know what she want to do you?
We do.
She wanted to like
She want to put
what
me.
she want to do, like sort of like.
She want to put me in a box. That you call
Another box. He's already trapped.
That you call fetish. And she want to use me like a toy. She's no better than
Not over my
Jacob
dead body.
Streak Belly.
No. No. That will never happen. No.
So, what am I to call you, guys? What are they?
Bison's guardians.
Yeah, I guess we said forest guardians, but now we're gonna be Bison's guardians. We have the heart of the forest that basically it's his heart to guard. So I'm in for that.
Well, I'll grant your wish. And you can tell them down there that it's sealed. You're on your path. It's just started. And Good Soul has blessed your departure. May Gaia be with you.
And with you, Bison.
You have to come visit us after we we clear out the spiders.
We will not fail and we will not disappoint you.
2 columns of steam exiting the nostril of his nozzle just fade into the fog of the taiga.
I guess we leave.
Yeah, Victor, I look around as if looking for a way out. Do I see the gate, or are we gonna have to wade through the spider webs again?
Yeah, it's cool. You see the gate. It has not changed. You have to go through again that slimy barrier to reach back to exit the wilding bubble microcosm where Bison has retreated. And exiting this wilding, go back to that antechamber of a glen where you were in suspended, bliss. And from there, walk the darkness towards...
Just at the threshold. Just as the threshold as we're leaving, Lucas will turn back to Bison and say, rats are part of the forest too, and leave.
Noted. You found your way back to that pond in the glen, that on the other side of which you can sidestep to reach back the physical underworld of that cave in underground Puszcza. And you do, and
That's beautiful.
yeah, what's happening? Because it will be time to step back, yeah. With all the baggage of the return trip you just took. Now,
Before we go back into the, I was saying, before we go back into the real world, can we touch base really quick and just go over our game plan as soon as we're back in the real world?
I can't wait to see her face once we announce our names. I will straight look for her. That's my game plan.
So that's step one. We leave and then we announce that who we are and that Bison has given us claim on the heart of the forest, right? That's step one. And what's step two?
I will for sure warn them about the apocalypse and that our actions are having consequences. I will tell them about the Weaver, what we've learned, and how interpret that all Garou needs to leave politics a little bit beside and start focusing on restoring Gaia and avoid the end. So I'm going to be preaching.
Easier said than done.
And then we also have the trials after this. My trial and the Black Sprout captives trial. And then we have the 2 duels. So what order is that stuff happening?
If you
in that order,
win,
in that very order.
If you two win those, you may gain respect and assistance in cleaning up the forest.
Yes.
These webs.
Well, that guy said if Lucas beats him, that he'll join us, right?
No.
And him as Pack will come with us? Or that he would consider it?
I
can't
think
remember
we
that.
make a bet with him And I told him, if I recall, that if they lose, they will drag their asses and come with us at the heart of the forest and help us clean the mess that is there.
And
That
if
was
we lose,
exactly. If we lose, they will go and take Cranach's caern. So, Lucas, you cannot lose.
Oh, no, thank you. Thanks.
But they will help us if you win, and I'm sure that Cranach, after the favor that you did to him, he will help us as well. And he has a secret. He has a secret weapon. I'm sure what he has will help us clean the heart of the forest.
And we also have
That's something.
the children of Gaia refugees said they would join us if Bison granted our claim.
Yes, it's good to have a lot of allies, but remember what happened. Hermit, Lupus, start politics. If we are away and they start fighting, this will only empower the spider.
Well, I think if it's just us and the children of Gaia, I think they get along well enough with each other. They're all refugees from Russia, so I don't think we have to worry about infighting between them, unless someone from the outside tries to influence them.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a lot of effort to winning that spider. That's not gonna be easy. Mm-mm.
Oh no!
no,
It's not like the worm, the worm, that it's trying to corrupt. I don't want to say it's predictable, but you can foresee what it desires. The wyvern is not like that. You cannot foresee what it desires. You cannot predict anything. It's completely unpredictable.
I think it's only unpredictable because we don't know enough about it.
No, it's unpredictable because I tell you that I know enough about it to tell you that it's a creature that it has a mind that it's not exactly a mind.
Well, it's order personified, right? That's what the Weaver is.
It's
Yeah.
creation.
No, the creation
No,
was the Wyld.
creation. The Weaver makes order out of the creation, and the worm destroys.
It's like decomposition, recycling.
Yeah,
Is what the worm was supposed to be.
It went rogue now. So
Because the Weaver imprisoned it.
which is what it's trying to do to Bison.
Yeah, because the real problem of the Weaver is creation, because it brings more and more.
it doesn't stop.
It
That's
doesn't
chaos.
stop. Yeah.
That's not order. That's chaos.
Well, it's imposing rules. It's like it's trying to keep Bison in a zoo. Like,
Well, I also
like
don't think.
wolves.
Well, I also don't think we would know that story, right? That's like the version of the story most people don't know. I think the common one is the worm went wild first, and then the Weaver imprisoned it. That's like what most people believe.
There is.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep back and
You know what would be very cool? If we try to redirect, if we cannot stop the wyvern, we have to try to redirect what it's doing. So if we can somehow put it where these Banes people are.
You want to freeze
You're
Chernobyl?
Yeah,
Elena, you think we can
actually,
get
yes.
Spider to imprison the worm in the area instead of the wild?
The worm spirits.
Exactly. Redirect its power somewhere outside the forest to
We're
our
gonna make a
closest
deal,
enemy.
though.
This is so
We're gonna make a
impure.
deal with it.
This is so
Or
twisted.
force it.
I don't think. Yeah. What?
Convince
No.
a Puszcza lupus to use the Weaver. Just what?
Look, it's a spider, right? The spider spreads the web, and if it sticks somewhere, the thread carries away. So we have to bring something very powerful from there and make it attached to the wyvern somehow. And take it away with it.
That's gonna take. I think we all have the resources for all that. I think a Dierge that's probably like out of our weight class.
Well, there's got to be plenty of theurges with the Children of Gaia. pack.
Yes, I was
Wow,
thinking
right?
that, yeah, we're gonna need a lot of spiritual people. I also have someone else in my mind.
Ooh.
My grandma. My grandma is dying, okay? She knows that. But she's still powerful. Maybe she can be bound.
We shouldn't forget that Bison promised if we part of our deal we made with him, if we get rid of the influence of the Weaver here, he'll send his
Yeah. Later in our adventures.
He send the herds.
One day.
Yeah, the herds.
he'll send the herds to destroy the army at the dam. Well, we don't know if he'll do it if the Weaver is there.
It would be down possibly already.
Oh, already?
But I guess so. I mean, Lake Dash, what's the name? Dash something, the Lake Caern. It's on the Belarusian side of the border, but the forest, I think at this stage, it doesn't, there isn't a wall between the countries, and the forest sprawls seamlessly between the countries, right? So it's basically part of Puszcza there as well. So something would have, I don't know why. Yeah.
So Bison might have already made his move as part of his deal. Or is his side of the deal?
The reason I propose redirecting the Weaver to Chernobyl and don't erase it or fight it in a way, but try to trick it and manipulate the threads instead, is because I'm afraid that if we do something to cut these threads, we're gonna cause something even worse later on. You see what happens when you play with spirits. So don't try to bind them, don't try to empower them, just move them aside somewhere else.
Maybe we can make a deal with them.
If the Weaver is imposing order, what is it? Or the spider, what else is it keeping captive? Is it just Bison?
I think it might be just Bison.
We might want to make sure.
Because Bison would have felt something, right? If there was something else being held back.
Yes.
Maybe.
And he asked us to release him, right? We have to release him.
In my imagination, there's a whole hierarchy of power and transmission of power. And with that power comes, I don't know, the applied will on and, influence on your environment and dominion. And so I think there is possibly around those nodes he mentioned, there are some places that are doing less good than others. Yeah. And so lesser spirits have are like out of function or something. If a great spirit like Bison is affected that way, that certainly means that downstream some things are not running smoothly.
Properly, yeah. So we really should investigate the thread and where it goes and all. Try to read between the lines before we do anything. And striking a deal with the Weaver, that's not a good idea. That's what happened to the previous Bonnard. And that's why
he forcefully did it, right? He didn't
No, he struck a deal. That's what the Bison told us.
He struck a deal with a Weaver spirit to dominate the local spirit court.
And exactly that happened. It dominated Bison.
I don't think it was initially aimed at Bison. It just grew out of control as soon as it was here.
Probably.
Well, either way, I think we know what we have to do. We know the game plan.
Yeah.
Because now we're getting into the what ifs, and there's no point.
Right. Yeah, one step at a time. When we hop out of here, we announced who and what we are as a pack, face the challenges, and
Go to court.
go from there.
Hey, Victor, you want to be my lawyer?
Well, the lady in the moon already kind of decided that for me, so yeah.
Oh, who's the lady in the moon?
Yeah, Luna. I like the moon.
I thought, all right. A little embarrassed, I stepped out into the real world.
Oh, okay, we were out of character.
I know that was that
Sorry.
fit. That it,
I need to come up with an accent for Victor so I can show if I'm in character or out of
his
character.
German accent. You gotta work it.
German is the one I have trouble with, though.
Yeah, but we're from Mr. Berlin.
He can do Russian, but he's not Russian.
Right. I think what we can do is we can close the session as the next scene is just starting. You guys have you have all this baggage and planning with you. You hop into that pond. It must be amazing to see someone just jumping into a pond that doesn't move. I think you go through it like you were a T-1000. Zzz. And you appear on the other side, and it's Stone Age, Garou Moot vibe. Rush lights and candles illuminating the confine of that cave, and an assembly of beastmen, your peers, your kin. Beastmen is here. The anxiety is at peak. The expectation, the electricity in the air, the vibe between the challengers, the various challengers, the leader of the Sept herself, Ophelia, Moira is her challenger. All sorts of packs are assembled there. And the Right Master, Yellow Tongue, approaches. Is this the one, the small guy? Remember now? Yeah, I think it was the small tortoise guy, huh? The Right Master. He nearly shouts out loud, you know. What is the name of your pack?
Moira.
What is the claim of your pack?
I'm gonna look to our Silverfang Galliard to announce that.
Oh, my job. I yell, the Guardians of Bison, and we lay claim to the heart of the forest.
There is a big howl.
Moira's the action.
the reaction. There is a big howl. The way straightforwardness with which those claims were laid forward, like just, and suddenly there is like it comes with all the assurance of everything you've accomplished, realized, the vision you have, and all that, and the promise in the sensation. You make it. Yeah, they respond with a howl, a real beastman howl, real wolfy, and in this cavern, in this grotto, it's a trance, and the pack is granted recognition and is acknowledged, and the rite of passage is passed.
Huzzah.
What about her reaction specifically to the name?
Ophelia?
Mm.
No, the other one that wants to toy with Bison.
No, I think she's impressed. She howls too. She howls.
Ah.
Yeah, I think there is something puissant again. Those moments aren't. Maybe politic here was she forgot for a moment, because there was a real uproar, a real. No, that's not the word. Whatever. No.
The moment was too big, and she
Too
was carried
big,
away
yeah.
from the
Yeah,
moment.
there's this. Yeah. So that's it. We'll expand on what comes next in 2 weeks' time. Thank you for the session.
Thank you, Ati. I almost cried when the Bison was talking shit.
Yeah, I didn't know myself what was going to play out, how it was going to play out. Yeah, it was cool.
I do love the Umbra scenes, because you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah.
And next session is gonna be litigation.
Oh my god, the next session is gonna be.
Yeah, it's probably going to be our most political sort of like intercourse, sort of. Next session.
Yeah, Victor, you're gonna defend me for my my murder trial.
The consequences of your actions.
You have to defend me, and I'm innocent until proven guilty.
Your Honor, my client
We're in Berlin right now.
Is fucking guilty.
Guilty of
He has
everything
to go
coming
straight
to
to
him.
jail.
You have at it.
But wants to repent
Plead guilty.
and do social work.
Say again?
I'm not pleading guilty, none.
He will do
We would
social
like to
work.
plead guilty as fuck.
Victor, no.
Yeah, the Umbra, it's a plastic tool. Plastic tool. Sometimes I lose the reins. I don't know where the Bison is here, and then Alina, you ask, but where are we? Where is the Bison? And I'm like, oh shit. Like you have two scales at 2 dimensions, but you lose the. That's the tricky part about the Umbra, to sort of still keep it interpretable. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, trippy, but still like immersive enough.
Yes.
So the order for next session are the trials and then the fights.
That's right. Yes. The trials, in fact, are called the rite of shame. In fact, it's not a trial. It's the rite of shame, direct. Well,
Wow.
Direct.
you can comment.
Heavy.
You can comment on it. It won't change anything about the outcome. It's not.
Who's being shamed?
I'm being shamed.
Yeah, he's being shamed.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
Can I make my case before I'm shamed?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that will be tasty. Yeah. And after that, the challenges. Oh, don't know why I have 3 sets of challenges. I don't know. 3.
It's
But
two of
there
them.
is
Why is
Ophelia and Moira. So
three? One.
Alec
For
will be
Alec.
fighting for Ophelia. Then there is Marked by Destiny, challenge Granag, and Lucas will be defending Granag. Okay, but I have a third one. I think someone else. There is something else coming.
We were searching one for we were searching one for Victor, but he didn't wanna.
No.
You said that it's
No,
gonna
no.
grant us fame and recognition and allies. Come on, I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but we've Johan right here.
Yeah, you.
Yes,
I feel
we
like-
have an arrow, right? Correct.
Elena, you're gonna help me keep Johan out of trouble, right? Right?
No,
Right?
right.
Yeah.
But he
So
has a third one there.
I have more even. Yeah. I have more. They want, how do you call, retribution stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be 50-50 next session, political and fist fight. That'd be fun. And then there
Sounds
is
like Garou, all right.
the trial. In fact, I don't know if it's a trial or whatever of Renate. Trial.
I think it was framed as a
Yes.
trial.
We have Renata as well.
Mhm.
I did some checks and I tried to convince them to give her to my care.
That's right. I'd
Yes.
love for that to
Yes.
happen, but I do everything again
Same.
to prevent that. But I'd love to see that.
I'm not letting that happen. She tortured me.
Don't go against it, Dad. Yeah,
And your
it'll be
mother.
Very nice story.
She
Yeah,
ran.
my mother.
She rendered your mother. She debilitated your mother, basically.
Yeah. And she's a Black Sprout dancer. I don't think they can even be redeemed.
Same. I believe the same for you. I believe that you're as murderer as her. You tortured and killed a lot of people. You're
My
the
soul was
same.
corrupted by the worm.
True.
She sold her soul to the worm.
How do you know that? Maybe
She's a Black Sprout
maybe
dancer.
it is. You killed. Maybe you are as well, and you don't know it yet.
No, I think there's like a
Oh,
there's a
boy.
definitive there's a
You
line.
and Renata are alike and the same. If you are for redemption, then she is as well.
There is a Black Sparrow Dancer's lore sheet. So it's background experience points you can invest into something rewarding. Comes to the mechanics. It's pretty cool.
That's true.
There's a new
That,
lore sheet about Jonas Albrecht as well. All the old royalists.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool as well. A way to redeem HARANAUGLOSK points.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can cannot really play it, but it's like you have a 25% more HARANAUGLOSK points, yeah, if you use this lore sheet, which is mighty.
I think one of those lets you apply your Harano points to a dice pool as bonus dice.
Yeah, all
I
sort
think,
of
if I remember correctly.
yeah, all sort of cool mechanics that sort of refresh the bareness of the core mechanic. For you to use willingly a point of Harano or a point of HARANAUGLOSK, I'd really have to push your limits. We'll come to that. I think every end of a chapter should sort of... Enfin, you had already... not all of you have accumulated. Only 2 of you have 1 point each. So you didn't go too
I'm
bad
sure
on the
that'll change.
HARANAUGLOSK slippery slope.
But let them do that to you.
You're young.
So, Victor, for next session, you bring the pan. I will bring the popcorn.
What are people? So like this last session is gonna be before the time skip, right?
The next session still is going to be before. And
Yeah, before and then like after the time skip.
then we can time skip for a period of time as long as you imagine you could be spending before tackling head-on the heart of the forest problem.
Yes.
I imagine the real downtime would be after that.
Mm.
Now it makes sense that
We
you're
have
you're
issues
engaged.
that need resolved.
Yeah.
With a serious problem.
And we can
Although-
make a deal.
Although now that you've closed this chapter, I think we're still mid when my old chapterization isn't working anymore. So for this session, 1 for participating. Your interactions and all were cool with the dream, interaction with the Bison, planning ahead, being cool.
Speaking of planning ahead,
Coming back with the right and completing the rite of passage. Let's say 7 points of experience tonight.
7.
Allez,
Oh
it's
my
Christmas. It's Christmas.
Christmas, but I cannot find how to do this again. Let me see.
it's the second one down tab. Add
Yes,
experience.
I found it.
I had a new
I have a lot of experience, and I still haven't picked a gift. Oh,
You still don't have your basic gift?
I don't have
You
my
don't?
tribe gift yet.
Yeah. Your tribe gift. But
How long? Go ahead.
No, I was looking for the name of that rite, which I think fits her, but she doesn't think it does.
I was gonna ask how
All of the
long.
packs? Yeah, I don't know why.
How long is the time skip gonna be? Do we think?
It's gonna be like now it's end of summer or something, autumn 88. So it's 1 year before the 9th of November 1999. So
10
3
years or more.
that's the time you have, before. I want you to fix I'd like you to start to work on the heart of the forest.
So we have 3
before
years
the
to solve the
the
problem.
next tick. Yeah. Like you can do whatever you want through that year, but I'm going to catch you anywhere you are. Like I have a choke point in 1 year.
I will not be able to get my college degree. 1 year.
Things like that. You can start to project as well. When it comes to long-term progression, because I have that in mind as well. And Warsaw and university are just around the corner, and that's totally something that can feed later chapters, coming chapters.
I mean, what do people think their goals are? Make up time during the time skips.
Good question. I think
I feel like if everyone's goal takes them out of the forest, then that kind of like, if everyone wants to go off to college or everyone wants to go explore, then like suddenly our pack is just completely separated and out and just not in our territory.
Well, as long as it's downtime.
Oh, just
Yes.
As long
we
as
have
it's
the silver
downtime, you know.
lion.
You reconvene and we all tell the story of our holidays, you know, quote unquote. It's formatting. It's all about how we are as editor.
Or we can say probably don't do it simultaneously. Like one goes, one comes, another one goes. Like, okay, I'm back for winter vacation. Victor, you're out. Go do your thing.
Vacation days, yeah.
Take turns.
Maybe with time as the campaigns unfolds, because we have 19 sessions to go. The macro game can maybe take off a bit as you become more and more influencing established elders. Hopefully, there could be some kind of wargaming aspect where you deploy your troops here and there. You know, you have certain assets. I don't know how wargaming. Maybe wargaming is not the word, but the macro sort of like management of a. Depends where.
You don't have to run for every simple stuff that's going on.
Yeah, you don't have to be on the field everywhere, like Napoleon, you know.
It can make you wish kinfolk were a thing, so you can like make your own army real quick.
Maybe
pack instinct. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Victor might look into rights.
Yeah, for instance.
Rights might be an interesting thing for him to experiment with.
Yeah, in your downtime, that's something that's tasty to role play, but somewhat. If we role play learning every gift and stuff, after a while, it's gonna be.
I'm thinking I might save up my XP for the time skip and then buy things during the downtime.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
So Elena's or Antigone, your goal is college.
For this downtime, yes. I have some points in academics that I cannot support in any way as a village girl.
Yeah, I was thinking about going.
And I have a fame to acquire. I have fame 3, so I need my fame.
Wow!
I have a fame 3.
Oh, right. Yeah. From
radio host.
Yeah, and I plan to get on 4 after the downtime, so I'm gonna be famous.
You're already nationwide famous. You'll be like continental-wise famous.
Yes, but I cannot support it. I cannot support it right now. The downtime has to happen, and I will return with the fame. I stack it for future. I stack it for the future.
To find a nice story behind that in your downtime is nice and will do well. But I have also as well some online content and to tackle sort of like oppose that investment, you know. So that will play out, I hope. So fame, yeah, it's on the list. Studying in Warsaw, I'm getting ready. The rights, downtime, that would be nice because there are shitloads of them. But when you activate them, then we roleplay. We don't need maybe to roleplay depends. Learning a right that could be part of our initiation in itself. So certain rights, you want them to have a storytelling, heavier storytelling impact.
With the gifts require like summoning and or meeting the spirit, then getting it to give you the gift. Rights at least just need somebody to teach it to you. And now we have a ton of Garou everywhere, fighting each other and stuff. And several. Let's see. Victor's a child Gaia, right?
Gosh, the children of Gyre have such a political presence at the heart of the forest.
Robert, do you have the book open? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. Keep it open. Keep it open. Thank you.
Are there any like small villages or like nearby towns in the
Yeah. Yeah,
in sort of this area?
Yeah,
Yes,
the closest is Białowieża. It's this little town when we look at the map. Białowieża is here.
Right now.
So I think
It's
that's
the
where I
one-
want to spend my downtime.
This is where I was, right?
Yeah, you visit sometime to Białowieża, but no, you're Białystok.
The
Białystok is
Białystok, yes.
some
No.
distance in the northwest.
Western is farthest away. No.
Fabiola is here. And Białowieża, it's a little 2,000 inhabitant town. Here you have a little town, it's a village.
Needs to change the name. It's not Leonard's anymore.
Yes.
So where did that's St. Maccabee's Hill where that incident happened, that little thing happened. Where did like the KGB arrest me at? Like what town was I in?
That was back in Białystok.
Oh, stuff. All right. Because I wanted to, after we break out my my brother, I wanted to move into restart my life. That's how I want to spend my downtime. Like I wanted to go back into like primary school or whatever that's called in like Poland.
Okay.
And just restart life.
At 14 with a fake ID something. Yeah, but there would be I think the kids in Białowieża, they take the bus across the forest to go to school in Hajnówka, which is like maybe a bit bigger of it's a small town as well, on the edge of the forest. But it's maybe, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000. Is it too much? No, it's nice to have civilization not far. Because this is the actual map. What do we want it to be in our alternate world? Yeah. Do we really want a town like that so close?
I like the realism of it.
Yeah, me too. I do actually. Okay.
In which direction is the Chernobyl?
Southeast.
Okay. And this is the lake. Okay. This was the lake. Okay.
Yeah, southeast. Not far away. 600 kilometers, I think, or something like that. 400 or 600. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, so there will be some action there as soon as you like it. For sure.
They will bring them down. Yeah, we will like it. They will not.
I don't know about that. We shall see.
Just another. This is probably like the most like far-fetched thing ever, but I remember I was playing like Werewolf, the Apocalypse, like Book of Hungry Names or whatever it was called. But I remember one of the characters mentioned a ritual where you could turn a person who was not a werewolf, like not just nothing, into a werewolf. And I was wondering if like that could be like something I could do with Alex's brother.
Oh. I think it's heresy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's black magic.
You
you
want
know.
to turn your brother into a stolen moon.
Yeah, that's right. That's the name. Yeah.
Another right of shame. Alec has a lot of stars on that.
Hey, I might beat the allegations on the first one. All right.
And then
Oh,
you'd
okay.
claim he's a purebred silver fang.
Yeah, but I remember it's like you have to sacrifice like another werewolf to do it.
If you go and you kill your dad, you steal his skin and his heart or whatever.
Oh my god.
But what I'm saying is, we have a black spiral dancer.
Nothing with Renata. Alex is nothing with Renata.
It's true. You could skin the black spiral dancer.
That's my opening line during the trial. Like, I'll skin her.
7 werewolves.
I think that's a good way to start becoming a black spiral dancer right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just.
Alec
That's it.
starting his downward spiral.
I like it.
I feel like that's something a young Garou would say, though, if they don't know that that's heresy. Like, yeah, if this thing exists, why don't we take the Garou-ness from those that don't deserve it and give it to people that do?
He just happens to be my brother.
Just, yeah.
No nepotism.
So we have studies at university. We have learning the rights. What's the downtime of Alec?
I think like initially break out the brother and move into like that small like town just south of the forest.
Why not take him Abaye, because he's not he's subject to delirium still, yeah, isn't he? So you could not take him. So I was thinking, why not take him to Leonard's house?
Yeah, but I wonder that's like I don't know, like re-enroll both of us in school, because like I remember the one scene that he was in, he wasn't like he wasn't out of it. He just was very quiet. He still like could engage with people, but he was just like a little off from what happened. That's what I'm thinking. Like if I make him into a werewolf, then I'll probably like clear the fog on him.
Or might make him worse. Surely making somebody go through supernatural puberty when they're already messed up in the head wouldn't have any adverse side effects.
Well, maybe we could clear the head first. We could clear that effect, and then I skin a black spiral dancer and cut out its heart, and then do the ritual.
It's interesting. It echoes a little bit because it's with his brother that Yagel had issues, and they were both shadow lords. And then Yagel turned Silver Fang. There were some brothers, you know, just stories there. And his brother was trying to manipulate him, dominate him.
That's the most long-term goal.
Cool. And for Lucas?
But the short term is restart.
Restart.
I'm not sure. I'll have to give it some thought.
Possibly rehabilitate the tribe, the name, the tribe's reputation.
Yeah.
As you voiced it pretty clearly to Bison before exiting, yeah. Even rats, what did you say? Live in the forest? Have the right to live in the forest?
Yeah, even rats live in the forest.
Yeah. There's this.
Sounds like a pretty big challenge.
Yeah.
Try and bring honor to the bone gnawers. Which is it wisdom or honor that their
wisdom
tribe renowned is?
I think they're wisdom, aren't they?
Well, they're not wisdom. Let me check my sheet again.
I think that's the one where even the book is like, you would think wisdom, but no.
It's honor,
Yeah, maybe.
actually.
I think the book is like honor amongst thieves kind of honor, how it describes it.
Yeah, it's honor.
Like
You're right.
they learn things like the Nosferatu, and they have enough honor to know when to reveal those secrets.
Clever. Good.
Yes, at least that's short-term goals.
It's already precious. Because then
But I was also thinking,
Lucas never really had the opportunity to decide of a life of his own. There's always that, there's as well some kind of something about that now in this character. That
Yeah.
you know, find and that was part of the first scene. In fact, do you have meaning? Remember the kids? They were talking on this bench. There was something about I have meaning, and that was powerful, I think. And I think it's quite universal. Well,
Yeah, I'll have to give it some thought, figure out exactly where I want to take it.
awesome. So no spend now, just saving for the downtime and banking big.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, anything that makes sense now over the like maybe not something like not learning a new right because we didn't play it out or with what
don't have
in
time
continuity.
to learn a new right, but
the XP
might
spend.
be wise to buy another dot in Brawl if you're getting into fights, or
That's what I was gonna say. I was thinking about taking specialization in Brawl, but I couldn't really come up with a non-metagame reason to spend it. So I was like, man, maybe I will bank it.
well, I mean, we got in plenty of fights on our way from Berlin. If you took a specialization in like
I already
Brawl,
bought 1 point, so I've got it at 2 now. So
you could think back to the previous fights he's been in and see how those might apply as a specialty.
I have just enough for like another point Brawl. I have just enough for a 5 Brawl if I spend it now.
5 Brawl?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, for skills, it's 3 times the new one, right?
yeah,
So yeah, 3 times 5, 15. Exactly what I have.
Is it 3 or?
It's 5 for attributes, 3 for skill.
Okay.
Yeah, I could get 5 Brawl, but
Yeah.
I might save up for the strength. Depending on what we
Yeah,
do at our
so-
downtime, can we get like a skill point or 2? Like just like a free one.
Yeah, do we anticipate getting like a chunk
Don't
of
be a
XP?
power gamer.
Well,
Don't try to
If
explore
I go to
everything.
college,
We just got 7 experience for Christmas.
yeah, you'll get some experience
I go to
points.
college for points I already spent it. Do you want more?
No,
Oh my god.
depending on the length of the downtime, we'll see how you manage to sort out the heart of the forest issue and how long you have left. And in like 3 or 6
sorry.
months downtime, but you get maybe not much. You know, it's not like 5 or 6 years downtime.
Yeah, give an inch, they try to take a mile. Yep, left. Wait, so what happens when in lore when the Berlin Wall falls? What big thing happens?
But you'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you'll be your first lodge, huh? You'll be the first row. Maybe you'll be maybe you'll even be on stage when this happens.
Oh no.
Oh no. It's like when I asked if Yaga was canon, you said you miss your grandma.
I
But
remember that.
I didn't.
Yeah, I was like, oh no. Because she wakes up in what? It's 88 right now. Then 2 years from now, she wakes up and goes on a rampage in Russia.
Yeah, it's supposedly canon. Yeah, that's the story.
And they have to drop like a spear bomb on her to kill her.
I don't know how they got rid of her. They never say. Well, they say who did it, but they don't say how.
Yeah, I think last time I looked into that, the whatever they did just sparked like the whole next arc of the World of Darkness apocalypse. Like it had repercussions in the spirit worlds, plural.
Yeah,
I forget where I heard it from, but they like dropped like a little like Dragon Ball spear bomb on her, like a spiritual nuke.
I don't remember the details. But surely nothing we have to worry about.
Oh yeah, we're just next door neighbors to where it happens.
because this story is
that's
also
their
tuned
problem.
into their structuring their coming of the apocalypse in the old edition. It finally happens, and there is an after. In fact,
I'll just say,
what?
I don't know. I feel like Lucas or Alec. I feel like Alec, if the Silver Fangs were in trouble in Russia and he's right next door to them, then he'd probably go crusade in Russia. Probably go help.
Mm-hmm. Sure. No, but yeah, no, I expect that. Yeah, for sure. And you have links with Russia. You have bon, they're
Naturally.
exiled. They were kicked out, but you still have like insiders somewhat. They got out, so maybe they can get you in if you need to go there. You have as well Nikita Popov, that other Silent Strider character linked to the Ravnos, the Russian Ravnos, linked to Zumi, the Stargazer. So there are a few links hanging in the air. We see what bell rings when we pull those links. The thing is, I don't know. I can't imagine we'll have the opportunity to exhaust each of those. Because I'm going to come with more sort of plots and add them on top of what we have. I think what makes
I think
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes it feel the world feel alive. It's just, even if it's stuff we're not directly involved in, if you just hear someone talking about it, it's like, oh yeah, it's a world. There's stuff going on that we're not.
Galliards, stories from far away.
Okay. Yeah, same with the overabundance of name of NPCs and stuff. It's sort of like I just want to learn for myself as a GM to know a better way to ease myself better into introducing new characters, so they're sort of like introduced for once and they're memorized. And they don't come up for the first time. They're not presenting as a name in a list, which makes after you have to work your way back towards like what that name represents, instead of putting a name on something you recognize already, which is much more powerful. Like you had an adventure with Granag. There's much more connection with Granag than Ophelia. She's a bit more fleshed out as well. Somewhat you have connection. Alec has connections with her. Well, it's hard in a role-playing game to manage the playability, the time at the table, and the veracity of the world and the plethora of people that are available. How do you not, it's director's cut, Well, it's not director's cut actually.
Yeah.
It's the commercial cut. You have to get, how do you do? It's players.
I don't think.
Hmm?
I don't think all NPCs like have to be fully developed. Sometimes I think, especially in this case, where how like you talked about towards the end of the campaign when they're elders and becomes more of this like a zoomed out focus, more of a grand management, more political style view of the game. That having all these names just dropped kind of makes it feel more populated. Like we're not just a random pack in the middle of nowhere. No, we're part of a larger society. There's tons of cairns around us, tons of steps. It's alive. There's stuff happening. So it's not even. So just hearing all these names, it kind of gives you that vibe that it's a populated area.
Cool. I think it will be a different landscape at the end of this campaign in 2024.
Yeah, probably a little depopulated.
It will be very different. Yeah, maybe it will be The Walking Dead if you fuck it up. If no one kills Baba Yaga on time, he will spread everywhere.
Hey, don't worry, I got it. I'm a nuke that bitch.
It's written in the stars.
Cool.
I have like a 1v1 death match in Chernobyl.
Bob, it was good to move the engine again, the beast. It's a beast, it's alive. We like organs in a play.
I'm excited to be back.
Yeah, it feels good. Cool. Well, now I'll have my little break. I see you guys tomorrow. So tomorrow night, 9 p.m. your time. It's gonna be awesome. Don't know what to expect. Then we meet in 2 weeks, and I'll be familiarizing myself with my notes again in the meantime.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah,
Good night.
Good night.